Taking damage is what everyone encounters in any game, and being able to take more than 1 damage makes the game better. This begs the question, can you beat the Arkham series without taking? Yes you can. But which game is the hardest? Hey, me here. And to figure out which no damage run is the hardest, I'll be judging on which makes me want to scream the loudest. And also breaking my setup. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll be ranking each game 3 times. 1 for early game, 1 for mid game, and 1 for late game. Then I'll be taking the average to see which one is the hardest to beat without taking damage. Taking damage meaning, if I take any sort of damage, I must restart from the last checkpoint. To start off, we have Batman Arkham Asylum, my favorite game.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is the worst game I've ever played.
We take our time capturing Joker just for him to escape before I can even leave. This is where I get into my first fight of the whole first 4 games. And let me tell you,
anyway,
it was something. Joker called in more guys, they're dead. It's now time for Zsasz.
Gotcha!
That was harder than all of Arkham City. I then saved some guys. I then found the Joker and whatever you call that. Took it down without getting hit once.
It hurt you? Oh no! I'm not over there, guy. What?
And Joker ran away. Gordon disappeared, but I didn't care about that, so I went to go fight some more guys. This time I had to sneak around. It was super easy. After that, I made it to the outside world. Some thugs were trashing my Batmobile. They died, and I didn't get hit once that entire time. As per usual, I'm beating up some thugs. That's because Harley has Gordon.
Over here!
I then made my way into the medical facility. That wasn't hard. These doctors needed help. I didn't care about them. Joker put this guy in a saw trap.
You can't touch me. I'm gonna kill myself.
After letting that last guy hit me out of pity, I saved this doctor.
You guys are dead. I'm gonna kick you in the face. Ground pound you. Now you're gonna die.
Yeah, I think that last part was AI. Anyway, I got rid of all this gas in here and saved the people. There was one more doctor to save, and I did that.
Not my fault she died.
No, definitely was your fault. Anyway, I saved her this time. Turns out old Jim Bob, he's gone.
No, Gordon, no!
And my parents are back, and they died again, and now Scarecrow's here. Wow, just a lot going on. With Scarecrow, you're already supposed to no-hit it, because if you get seen, you're out.
I'm behind the wall. You literally are slapping me when I'm behind the wall, man.
So I did it easily. And if you're wondering why I haven't gone over a lot about the no-hit, it's because right now, I'm not struggling with a single thing.
That guy just threw the fastest right hook of his life!
You'll see more, trust me. After taking down Harley Quinn, Bane just appeared. I don't know where from, but he's here now. So it actually turns out I don't like this boss fight.
If this guy hits me with another right hook, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out.
Skill issue? Yes.
This black guy is Mike Tyson.
Boss fight? Not good.
He.
Bane himself, super easy. You throw the battering at him, you get away, just like a normal Titan. It was the guys that jumped down. There were so many, and I had to deal with them and Bane without getting hit. It's harder than you think. After beating my head into Bane himself, I finally beat him.
I don't want to talk about performance.
Now that I beat Bane, he's the end of the start of the game. And I would say Bane was the only hard part, or even somewhat hard part, in that entire start. So I'm gonna give it a 4.5. After beating on some random guys I saw on the side of the street, I went to the Batcave and got a new grappling hook. To leave the Batcave, I went through old sewers and did some parkour, and you know what I did when I got out. After all the sadness of getting hit, I made it into the Arkham Mansion. For some reason, there was just 20 thugs chilling right here in the mansion, and I beat them easily. Okay, not easily. We made it into this room where there's more thugs. Of course, I didn't stand a chance. And I have to save these guards in time. So I cut down the chandelier.
Please, Batman. Batman. Batman!
After a small dysfunctional Batman moment.
Are they all gone?
No, they're just all up there dead.
I saved the hostages. Time for another Predator fight. Now that we're done with that, I saved the other hostages. Kinda thinking this game is very simple now that I'm talking about it. Dr. Young is still missing, so now I have to scan for her trail and go find her again. Not before I go on a quick little acid Scarecrow trip. Yet again, it's supposed to be easy. Apparently not for me though.
No, I was right there. Run faster, Batman!
Easy. After that, Joker sent one lone man to stop me and gave him a little taser thing. I don't know what his plan was, but it wasn't good. Anyway, Zsasz is back somehow.
and he saw the battering coming at him and didn't move.
Finally, we saved Dr. Young, and somehow these guys just spawned out of nowhere. They spawned back into the ground after that. Yeah, I'm really getting a feel for this game. We're not looking for Quincy Sharp, doing the same thing that we did with Dr. Young and with Gordon. I think this game is just repeat heavy now that I'm thinking about it.
Why did I just hit both of them at the same time?
Following this trail that somehow Joker knew I was going to do led me straight to a bunch of guys. Of course it was easy.
Ah!
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am.
After beating those guys after 2 sad attempts, I entered the ward. I actually don't remember what this place is called, so I'm going to go with the ward.
What's up, shawty?
Surprisingly not running through too many guys, I found the warden and I helped him out. The warden had this scanner on him, I'm going to be using it a lot, and we tried to leave, but Harley Quinn is here. She called in her goons, weird wording, and they were no match for me. Harley Quinn ran away, so I went after her, and you won't guess what she had. Hostages.
I cut down the last person in under 30 seconds, then Harley Quinn tried to explode me. Little rude, but it's okay because we left. I didn't think what she did was very nice, so I'm gonna put a stop to it after I beat up these guys. Or they beat me up.
After taking a sad 6 hits on this, we put Harley Quinn in a cell. Hey, at least there's a new person to fight in the game.
Stop! These guys don't do anything. They just go, and then they get punched and they die.
Although they're not too hard. We're not heading to the Botanical Gardens to stop the Titan making facility. You're not going to believe how I got there. Tracking movements. It's almost like I haven't done that 3 times already. As you already saw, I was doing this Predator fight and only gave me a few troubles, so it wasn't too hard. Now we got power up a generator, which is guarded by, you guessed it, more thugs. And you guessed it, they died. You guessed it again, I also saved the hostage, and I powered off the generator.
I'm still following this trail even though I'm doing some parkour.
It's time for another Predator fight where I have to take the top guy out first, or he pulls this thing and just people die. After taking out the last guy, I do this very simple and easy sequencer.
What do you mean?
Didn't mess it up at all. After actually doing it, we now made our way to the double Titan fight.
That guy absolutely wandled and whittled. That guy running into that guy absolutely wandled.
Let's thought this was gonna be easy, and it was. Here's why. They only have 3 attacks, and all of them are super easy to dodge, and they can hit each other. There's no reason I should ever lose this more than 3 times. I might have lost 5 times, but I shouldn't have.
One down. Oh my god. Let's go, man. Uppercut. Let's go. Downer cut. What?
Here's one really stupid part of this game. So we're trying to get out of Botanical Gardens, right? Batman calls in the Batwing to drop off something so he can escape, instead of just using it to leave. I now need to go to Killer Croc's lair to collect some spores. That is a tongue twister if I've ever heard one. I'm now realizing that I made the start of the game ranking a little bit too early compared to the middle of the game, but the ranking wouldn't have changed at all. It still would have been a 4.5. The game decided, why don't you go talk to Cash for like 1 second. So now I gotta make my way through this horrible area,
Please!
so I can have a 1 second conversation.
Just thoughts on Gru stealing the moon.
Of course, there's a perfectly placed group of thugs between me and Croc's lair. So that, I mean, you know. Making my way over to Croc's lair, there was a few obstacles, as in thugs. They're not there anymore. I was making my way over to Croc when my game broke. So video's over. Did I get you? No. Joker shot me and I can't dodge it. Challenge over. I'm alive though. Yet again, it's time for another Scarecrow fight. Fight being the boss fight.
Wow, that was so hard. Bye-bye.
Okay, so now that I beat Scarecrow, it's on to Croc. Croc is the same thing as Scarecrow. You're not supposed to get hit when you play the game regularly. So why would I get hit?
Oh, I forgot you can't run. Oh my god.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. If you for some reason have never played this game or seen anybody play it, Croc just comes out the water, you throw a battering at him, and you collect some spores. You basically should never get touched. It was just a rare occurrence. After collecting some more spores, hitting Croc a little bit more, and collecting my last one, I'm starting to head back to where I came from. After successfully leading Croc back,
Oh no! What will I ever do?
I may have forgot to explode the thing.
Wait, I forgot to explode it.
Anyway, attempt number 2. There we go. Okay, now that we're done with that, I would say that's the end of the middle of the game. Maybe a little bit more, but it's fine. With all the easiness that we had and no real hard boss fights, I'm going to say that's a 3. Only a 3 because I failed at a lot of easy fights. It should be a 2.
We're not going back to Bat Cave because now we have a triple Bat Claw launcher.
After grabbing that, I just dipped out the Bat Cave. I'm off to the Botanical Gardens to take care of Poison Ivy, but first I have to get there. Not to spoil you, but the worst part for me is coming up, because I don't like this area. Now I have to take out 2 pumps. The problem is the Predator fight. It is very hard, and for some reason it glitched my game. You can literally see me load in, and I have less health than what you start with. You don't want to know how many times this took me. I would show the fails, but there's a lot. Like more than Bane on one little fight.
That's upping the score at least 1.
The next pump was, well, it was easy. I mean, it was just a little fight between some guys. I took him out without any problem.
I thought the Predator fight was bad. Ho ho ho!
There's no way.
No, not even close.
This is genuinely the worst part of the game right here.
This was bad.
Oh my god!
Real bad.
God!
This is just by far the hardest fight in the game to no hit. There's 20 plus enemies plus a Titan. It's almost impossible not to get hit. That's why it took me 55 minutes.
This fight made me do some tactics that I didn't think I would have to do in the Batman game. I was out here placing gel bombs on the floor so people would blow up and go into traps on the walls. When starting this challenge, I honestly didn't believe any boss would take me more than 15 minutes. This game proved to me that that is not true in the slightest. An hour is a little crazy.
Get me off this horrible game. Oh my god, an hour later!
After that absolute disaster, I make my way to Botanical Gardens to fight Poison Ivy now. Well, now it's time for Poison Ivy. And honestly, compared to the last one, I wasn't too scared. It's kind of like finding a Terraria ball, so you just dodge. And yet again, I had this health glitch, probably from resetting too much where the game just decided to break. And when I say this boss has 2 attacks, it literally has 2 attacks. I guess you could say 3. It puts vines on the ground, you just have to dodge, and then it shoots balls at you, and you just have to run around. And then there's like a quintuple ball shot, but you just dodge again. So like I said earlier, I'm sure that most, if not all of y'all, have played this game, so you know that you do damage by throwing batarangs. So all I have to do is focus on dodging and just spam the batarang button. So honestly, first phase was not a struggle at all. It was really easy. On to second phase. The exact same thing as the first phase, but there's guys now. So just worse.
Come on, dude, that did not hit. That did not hit.
No, it definitely did.
Oh my god!
One thing I didn't mention is if I hit Poison Ivy while she's exposed,
Good hit there.
it does extra damage. After running around and throwing a lot of batarangs at Poison Ivy, and with only a few mishaps happening, I beat her.
Easy. Let's go, man. Out of here, Ivy. Out of here.
Now that we're done with Poison Ivy, you go right to the end of the game. I beat up these guys, and I decided not to fight these guys. Okay, it was a bad idea, I admit. So Joker's here, and then we're not, and now there's a boss fight, which I actually thought was going to be the worst in the whole game. It's literally just the same boss fight that I struggled with the most in the whole game, but now there's 2 Titans and more guys. Somehow I only died 3 times. I think what made this fight so much easier is the amount of room. I was not in a very small, defined spot.
Why am I not jumping over that guy? Look at the jumping over animation on a guy on the ground.
Anyway, I took out the first guy. Don't mind the health. It's still doing that stupid glitch. There's nothing I can do about it.
I can't still do. Oh my gosh, that only took like 15 minutes.
It is now time for the Joker, which I thought was going to be very easy because all he does is just swing his little hands and summon guys, and that's it. Turns out I have a really big skill issue.
No way. Why does that stun me more than it stuns them? That hits me? What? Why? Why'd you do that, me? Me, why'd you do that? Who is that? I got stun locked in the corner. I didn't see yet the guy. Oh, I hate.
Yes, as you can see, I struggled. That was about 5% of what actually happened. It took me an hour to beat this boss. And I don't know how. It's really not a hard boss. There's literally not much else I can talk about for this boss fight. He swings his hands very slowly. Like, very, very slowly. And some guys come in, different waves, 3 times. And then I pull them down, and I win.
Calm down.
And that took me an hour. I don't want to talk about it.
Woo!
Yeah, so the game's over, obviously. The ranking of the end of the game, it's a 9. I mean, there's not much harder it could get than that. Only if I spent like 3 hours on one boss. is it a 10, which pushed the average of the game to a 5.5. I think the middle sold it a little bit, but fair enough. This whole game took me a day to edit. Now it's on to Batman Arkham City, my favorite game. No, like actually, like it is my favorite game. Just like Arkham Asylum, I'm sure a lot to all of y'all will play this game. So we got captured by Hugo Strange, but it was low-key my plan. So I gotta break out now.
Alright, thanks, bro.
So I used this guy's face to break free, and then everybody else's faces to warm up my fists. I then did some quick tutorial parkour to get my suit. I did some quick tracking, and now we're gliding over to where Two-Face is holding Catwoman. After I beat up these guys. Now we're there.
Yeah, big boy, you're going down.
This is basically a tutorial fight, so I didn't take a hit. Okay. One time. That's it. Anyway, after that, someone shot through the glass, so I had to scan their trajectory of their bullet, so we know exactly where they shot it from. They decided to put 3 thugs, Harley Quinn, and some gun people, thinking they were going to stop me. They didn't. Yeah, the Joker shot the bullet, but not himself though. The tower exploded too. Because of that, I'm making my way over to Joker's radio signal. Who allows him to build this entire area without anything happening to him? Anyway, I dove into a furnace. So I made my way through the furnace. I have taken damage in the worst way possible. But I kept going. Very sad. Eventually I made it to this big mosh pit of people. Which actually was really easy. I thought it was going to be a little difficult. A couple more Predator fights later, and a very dumb person who clearly saw me.
Is this guy dumb?
But got a battering to their skull. And we're done. I used electrical charge to open this door, where I now fight one-armed Russian man. One-armed clown Russian man. This fight's not hard at all. You kind of just beat up on them, and then you beat up on them some more, but you don't get hit like I did there. That's not a good thing.
I'm an idiot. Wait, why? Why did you jump all the way over there, Batman?
After only a few attempts, I kind of got it down on how to fight these guys. Like I said, you just punch this guy until he dies. Then you punch the other guys till they die.
No, Joker's dead. Anyway, we're not playing as Catwoman. Let's be honest, nobody likes these parts, so we go to see Poison Ivy.
It's actually gonna be a few struggles. Not too much though. Mostly just the third part of the fight, because they shoot little balls like you fight Poison Ivy in Arkham Asylum. But it didn't get me too bad, because I beat it in like 5 tries. We're back as Batman, and we're strapped into a wheelchair because Joker put some of his blood in us. That's a big no-no. Joker's dying. Now we're dying in multiple ways. After a quick FaceTime with the Big J, we head over to GCPD because that's where Freeze is and he can make us a cure. But instead of Freeze, there was just a bunch of guys who also had aimbots, but only for 1 try. I then interrogated this guy who told us that Freeze is at Penguin's museum. So of course we went there. I don't know who this guy thinks he is. I took him down, but I can't even enter the museum because there's 3 jammers. Let's go take those out. The first jammer was quite simple. As per usual, there was just a bunch of thugs covering it. They got taken down very easily. After taking out the first jammer, the second jammer was covered by a bunch of armed men. Well, that was easy. There wasn't a third jammer. Penguin decided he's going to place a third one underground. So I sprinted down there.
Solomon Grundy is gay.
I don't know what that was. I don't know if Penguin didn't learn last time, but another Predator fight isn't going to work very well for you, buddy. Anyway, the third one's down. Penguin deployed a solid 5 people outside his museum. It almost stopped me, but it didn't.
Hey, shut up.
Now I can enter into the museum.
Oh my god.
A little bit of a scare there. Forget this fight. That totally didn't take me 3 tries. Look at this dude's hair. I mean, he's got something going on. Might be a new style. Well, we found another cop, and he's gone. That's okay, because Penguin's here. But now I'm in a room with 300 thugs. Yeah, I thought this was going to be really hard. Turns out I just entered locked in mode, and I took everyone out. Then the Titan came, and it kind of gave me a little PTSD. They actually changed how to fight these guys in this game. Instead of throwing batarings at their cranium, you just triple stun them. It's a lot easier. And when you get on the back of them, you have different types of moves.
Yeah, I just think this game's easier than Arkham Asylum, just point blank period, because this was easy. I used a remote control batarang to open this door, which led me to here. Just in case you forgot, we're here so we can get Freeze so he can give us a cure. But now there's cops that we have to save, so now I have multiple things I gotta do. Anyway, it's really easy not to die at this part. Well, I did that on purpose. I then saved 2 policemen? How do you phrase that? I then sprinted my way over to where multiple police are being held. You may be wondering why I haven't been going over these Predator fights so much. That's because I platinumed this game a while ago. And doing that means I had to do all of these Predator fights like 9,000 times. But saying that, I'm very good at these. Like, so good, never gotten hit once in my life. Yeah, I took those guys out and saved the cops and went over. We saw Freeze.
Stick my hand through the thing, yeah.
That's not cool. Yes, there's another one-armed Russian man. And just like the last one, you beat him to a pulp. And he's just done for. And so is everybody else. We saved Mr. Freeze, but he was nothing because he didn't have a suit. So he went to his suit to get an override thing for Penguin's gun, which we used.
Boom!
Alright, now that that's over. Oh my god. Now at first this fight looks intimidating. I'm here to tell you it's not once you learn the fight for like 5 seconds. The glowing things on the ground, you use the gel to explode them. If you do it one on each vent, he just dies. And he goes into the second phase. The only problem is if you die on second phase, you auto take a hit. So I have to leave the entire game and go back in to beat first and second phase without getting hit once. I got to a point where I was doing first phase easily and it was only like 5 tries in. So second phase is the only problem now. Only problem is sometimes there's a ghost in the arena, just hits you out of nowhere.
What did I take damage from?
My brain hadn't adjusted to the boss yet because I kept trying to dodge when the attack is higher.
Oh, do I duck under that?
Yes. Yes, you do. Thankfully, I learned you can duck, and it wasn't a problem after that.
He's still alive. I'm not taking damage.
Now to the third phase, and luckily when you get hit in third phase,
No, that little rat!
I don't have to restart from first phase because you don't automatically take damage. So yeah, third phase is the exact same thing. There's a couple new attacks, but there's not much difference. I beat it.
That boss was easier than Bane for sure.
So after I quite literally kill Grundy and punch Penguin in the face, it is now time for ranking of the start of the game. I'd say it's a pretty large margin easier than Asylum, so I'd say it's a 3.
By the way, Freeze got his suit back, but in classic Arkham Asylum nature, we're following footprints of assassin. The whole point of us following this assassin was because we were actually just hating on Ra's al Ghul. Instead of going to get our cure, we're following this assassin. Gotta respect it. Also, technically you take damage right here when he starts dying. But come on, who cares? I didn't take the damage, he did. And there was an actual special thing with this Predator fight. This guy had a disruptor, so I couldn't use my X-ray vision unless I'll rip you through a sonic battery and that explodes. Then, yeah, that works. After that, it was a piece of cake, as they say.
She needs saving.
She doesn't need saving. She's perfectly fine.
As I'm sure you know, there's assassins here. I don't like them. One bit. For this area, all you have to do is scan these robots' heads and get it to 100%. There are ninjas on the way there. They gave me a little bit of trouble. Not too much, though. After taking out this ninja, Batman almost died? Walk it off, champ. Anyway, Talia appeared. Batman's whatever. And now we have to drink from this chalice to not die. And to do the challenge for Ra's al Ghul. For this part, you're not supposed to take damage because if you hit anything, you just die immediately. So obviously I didn't do that.
I mean, I ran right into that.
And for the combat part, that was easy. No point in going over that. So the boss fight. I honestly thought that this was going to be the hardest boss in all 4 games. Oh man, was I wrong. Don't mind that, I was just testing the waters. So this boss fight actually has a lot going on compared to most Batman fights. You kind of get jumped with his like shadow clones, sand clones, and you gotta take them all out. And honestly, I thought this was gonna be very hard, but for some reason I was just locked in. So after beating all the clones, he kind of just shows himself and you just beat him up. He turns into his big form. It looks intimidating like Grundy. It's not. He throws these ninja stars, you don't even have to dodge, just run the opposite direction. And to make him take damage, you shoot your electric charge and he takes quite a bit of damage. And then after that, you can just spam it and eventually one will hit while they're spinning really fast. This boss fight is actually really easy.
No!
He then goes in for a big strike attack, where you just press Y over and over again. And then punch him in his face. Then Talia's like, oh, blah, 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 you gotta kill him. I say no, we do the boss fight again. And then for this attack, you just spam counter. Now you do the same thing, but there's more sand clones this time. And honestly, I thought this was gonna be a lot harder, and it felt like it would have been hard. But nah.
Oh my god, I'm cooking!
This is our second try, by the way. A little bit of ducking and diving later. He's, done. And just like Zaz, we have another hostage situation where they can't see me throw a batarang at their cranium. Yeah, I mean, he's done. I don't know what he was expecting. Now Talia hates us. That's cool. I mean, I didn't like you anyway. Anyway, now I have to do another Predator fight where I'm disrupted. Now that's done, we're making our way over to Freeze. Still on the ground, there's a big fight. I got hit twice. No point in me going over that. Again, there's another distraction because Quincy Sharp, the mayor, is about to die. So I had to smoke everybody out and beat him up. Big brain. We interrogate him for what? I actually don't know. Now we're finally making our way to Freeze. Thank you. Full alert, Mr. Freeze turns on us. And now we have to fight him, and I failed twice, but I got very close one time.
No!
So I know what to do now, so it's easy. Let me go over how you fight this boss. So to fight this boss, you can only do sneak attacks, and you can only do one type every single time. So I just line launched, and he adapts, so you can't line launch ever again. And right here, I snuck attack him, and I can't do that ever again because he adapts to me. Just like Scarecrow and Croc, you're not supposed to get hit in this fight really. Like, it's kind of really easy. I'm not even joking. This boss fight is just that easy. After beating him, Joker stole the cure.
Oh no! What will I ever do? Now me and Freeze are homies. I just had to beat him down a little bit.
Okay, so that's the end of the middle of the game. And if we're being honest, that was super easy. It wasn't so easy to the point where it's a 1, but it's definitely a 2. Easy. Vicky Vale showed up. She got popped.
Oh my god!
Now we gotta go save her.
They said, Mayday, Mayday, we're going down, and she started flying up.
All I had to do was take out these snipers. There was only a few, and I saved Vicky Vale. We're now going back to the furnace to stop Joker and get the cure. But first, as a quick little predator fight that I had to do, it was easy. Traversing through this area is harder than this whole game combined. It's really annoying how much pulling I have to do.
You wanna know what the hardest part of this is? I saved this guy, turned around,
You gotta be kidding me, right?
so I sent him to space. Then this girl snuck me. She's lucky I didn't take damage, or I would have punched her in her face. Time for another predator mission. Except for these guys that genuinely are wall hacking.
He's cheating. That grenade hit me. Are we serious?
That thug's armed with proximity mine.
I didn't know.
After taking out some more useless thugs, we finally make our way to Joker. Yeah, I mean, he was a real struggle. It took me probably like 300 tries to beat Joker alone. Now I gotta fight his guys too.
Joker thug. Joker, no!
This fight is actually hard. Good job, Arkham City. You made a hard fight. You have Russian Boy. He came back. And you have a Titan all in the same fight. With a bunch of guys. Honestly, a hard fight. Not a good fight, but a hard fight. Good job, City.
On a serious note, my plan was to take out the one-armed man first because he's just easier to take out. And if I leave him, I'm going to die. And this is the only fight in the entire game that actually made me struggle
How did I take a hit?
for right now. I kind of figured out that the only fights in this game that are actually difficult are when there's 40 enemies and a big guy.
I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Hello? Joker just attacked me in 0.3 seconds off rip.
After a solid 20 attempts, I finally took out the Titan, the first time ever.
Die! Please! Just die! Batman gets trapped. Oh my god, now I have to play as Catwoman.
Didn't even have to voice over that part, so good job me in the past. As I already said, we're playing as Catwoman. And as everybody knows, I don't like Catwoman. Catwoman wanted to make some money. So she's pickpocketing these people. Once we got all the keys, opened the vault, and then I took everybody out. Now I gotta fight more people.
Thankfully, that is over quick. Now we have to make a decision. We're saving Batman. Now that we're back as Batman, I haven't gone over this at all yet, because obviously I think most of y'all play this game, so I haven't gone over it. Protocol 10. That is what Hugo Strange has been doing this whole time. It's to kill all the civilians that aren't actually civilians. They're actually criminals. So I don't see the problem. That big tower right there is where Hugo Strange is. To stop him, we have to go there. But we have to scan these helicopters until we find the right one, which I did. Using that info, I then broke into the tower. Somehow Hugo Strange knew that was gonna happen. I guess that makes sense. This guy proceeded to yap to me for a minute straight. I didn't care. That's why your guys are on the ground now.
Time for another Predator fight, and just like all the other ones, it's easy.
Oh my god!
Except for when you land on a mine. After going with this very slow elevator, I was met with these guys, who kind of bullied me a little bit.
What blew up? Maybe I'm just better.
After traversing to the top of the tower, we made it to a really annoying Predator fight, probably the worst in the game.
He's literally shooting through the metal.
I really don't know what was so upsetting to me about this Predator fight, but for some reason they were just smarter AI than all the other ones. Like, it actually made me use my abilities. Usually I just punch my way through it. But actually no, I actually played smart. Anyway, we now see Hugo Strange, gave him a nice little toss, and it turns out he's working with Ra's al Ghul to take over the world. Now he's dead.
Ra's al Ghul, and he's dead! He's dead! No! How did that happen?
Anyway, it's now time to finally end this game by facing the Joker after I take out these guys. With the Joker's clay face?
Cool, Clayface. I didn't want to, you know, have fun anyway.
So the only way you can do damage to Clayface is by throwing the freeze grenades at him. And honestly, it's really easy. It's not a hard boss at all. All of his attacks are very slow and very easy to dodge. The damage for the freeze grenades is okay, but when he goes into the ball, you do a lot of damage when he runs into explosives. Like half his health, a lot of damage. It's honestly really easy. His first phase only has like 3 attacks, and honestly, like I said, none of them are hard to dodge, so I did it really easily.
Let's go!
Second phase has a few new attacks. The one like Grundy, where you have to duck sometimes or dodge through it. And then it has a hammer attack, which honestly is the only attack in his entire kit that hit me, like ever.
Dude, that hammer attack is impossible to dodge! No! I overcommitted! Replay that! I mid-dodge! I mid-dodge!
After a few close attempts, I knew I could get it easily, especially after this where he took 95% of his health bar off rip.
Oh, yeah. No hammer, no problem. Let's go.
After cutting him up, he falls into the Lazarus pit. Time for third phase. The third phase is honestly the easiest. You have a sword, and you kind of just chop down all the little minions that he has, and he shows himself one time, and you throw the freeze bomb in his mouth, and it takes like a third of his health bar away. It's really easy.
It only took me a few attempts to beat this boss, but one problem is, one time I lost and clicked one over too far, and I exited the game. Which means I had to start from the beginning. Now I'm back at third phase, finally. It only took me one attempt, actually. I was kind of surprised. I don't know if it's just me with boss fights during this game, because I've played this game a lot, but they just seem really easy. Like, there's not much difficulty about them. Like, nobody really attacked me during this boss fight. Like, ever. Which means it was a free win.
And GG's to the game.
Batman cured himself, and now Joker is dead. That's the end of the game. So now it's time to rank, and I'd say that Clayface fight took me about 20 minutes to beat, and that Joker fight took me about 30 minutes to beat. So I would say, with those, it would be a 5. But because there was a lot of annoying Predator fights, and just normal fights in general, just to get to those fights, I'm gonna put it at a 5.5. That might be a little generous for this game, I can't lie. Which brings the average of Batman Arkham City to a 3.5 out of 10. Which I think is fair.
You think I'm finishing this part? Absolutely not. Credits rolled.
It's now time for Origins. My favorite. I've actually never played this game. This game is actually set to where he started being Batman, so way before Arkham Asylum and City, but it was made after them. The game starts off us at Blackgate looking for the Black Mask.
Oh!
Huh. Wish that guy had someone to save him. On to the first fight, and it honestly feels just like Arkham City because they were made pretty close together. So I'm already used to the combat.
Where's Black Mask? How the hell should I know?
Probably because you have a black mask on. Some prisoners thought they could check me. They couldn't. Turns out Killer Croc is also here. He also reshaped his body a little bit. Eventually we found Black Mask and a corrupted cop. He died. Man, wish someone was there to save him. After what would some call bullying, I made my way to Croc. I know about this fight. I think I did this fight when I was like 7. Okay, well clearly I can't do it now. Now this fight is kind of a more straightforward fight. There's not too much, and that's how most of Origins is. It's not too techy, but that does not mean it's easy for sure. I definitely struggled a little bit with this fight. Not too much though. What? He's a few moves, but you can easily just do damage off those moves, and he basically just hack and slashes you the entire time. Dude! What kid is button mashing this fast? Like I said, this boss is fairly simple until he started using some new abilities. He tried to flash stab me. I'm pressing so fast. Thank you. I beat the boss after only a few tries. Batman almost killed him though. I mean, do your thing. Gordon and his boys don't mess with us, so they tried to kill me. I left. We went back to the Batcave where we learned Black Mask hired assassins to kill us. There's a lot of them. One of me.
We are now leaving the Batcave because we're tracking down the Penguin. Because he's gotta know something, right?
Yeah. I've heard this literally 3 times already. Let's go.
I easily took these guys out because there was only 3 of them.
I love when I hit someone and they do like an extra bounce.
In classic Arkham Asylum fashion, I have to scan this body because this guy like died. And I found this thing in the vent to make me open this door.
The Riddler showed up. I don't care about you at all. Honestly, the place we're at looks like Arkham City 1-to-1 almost, so I don't know how that works. Before I went anywhere, I saw a group of thugs fighting each other. So you know I had to intervene a little bit. Anyway, after that, in the shadows, I was looking at Penguin's men because they were making a deal with guns, and we kind of gotta know where Penguin is, so.
Batman, what are you doing? Batman, what are you doing?
Why don't I just interrogate this guy a little bit? Wow, Batman, just kick it. That guy's, he's literally knocked out, guaranteed. I tried finding Penguin's location, but there was a jamming signal. So I took some guys out and took out the jamming signal. And of course, Riddler was doing his little talking thing I don't care. I know I'm not going over the fight too much. That's because I got hit maybe one time each fight, maybe. But I took this fight out easily and got the first sim card. Now I'm heading over to the other sim card. But first, I'd live in Gotham for like $27 and a Bojangles Supreme 4-piece deal. Another easy Predator fight later, and I got the second sim card. The things we collected led us to this abandoned ship, and that's where Penguin is. Nom nom nom. Yeah, it might be the best ever. Yeah, I took care of that easily. And 2 guys think they could stop me. No. So far, so easy. How? Batman, you don't feel like making that jump? Yeah, so far I really haven't taken any hits. Anyway, after that, I found this arena. Penguin's holding a tournament for 1v1s. I'm fighting someone who looks a little scary. I don't know if I can take him though. Uh-oh. Oh. Wait, like he's dead. Wait, I wanted to do a boss fight. Wait, he's just gone. Oh man, that was really hard. At first, this fight looked a little scary because there was a lot of guys. Apparently, I'm just the best at this game. I don't know what's going on. After traversing the boat a little bit more, we found ourselves at this chip. I don't really remember what it did actually, but more importantly, an actual difficult fight for me. Yeah, for some reason, this one fight just destroyed me. I don't know why. Oh my god, that guy swung that fast. That guy swung that quick. Oh my god! Yeah, after that, I think they were all scared. I mean, to be fair, that guy's definitely dead. After that, I locked up Joker's side chick. What? I actually don't know. Alright, I'll see you later. And there's a new person to fight. I guess that replaces the Titan. A little goofy though. Yeah, it also was really easy to fight. So I destroyed him. Still looking for Penguin. And he's still got more guys. What? That I still have to take out. We finally found the Penguin. Finally. And there goes that guy. I beat Penguin's bodyguards easily and finally got to interrogate him about Black Mass and his assassins. And where they're at. And like everything. All I need to know. What? Whoa! 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 Shouldn't have skipped that cutscene there! Time for Deathstroke and probably my favorite fight in any Arkham game. But to be fair, I think it's the most straightforward fight in any Arkham game. You're low-key just throwing hands. Like, there's no like special move or anything. You low-key just throw hands. At first I was a little confused on how you do damage to him because I was punching him and he was kind of just eating it. And some of the attacks I was a little confused on how you counter them, and then I realized that the counter times are actually kind of precise on this boss fight versus other ones. Like every other one. After 3 more attempts where I got really close to beating him, I got way better at the fight, and I realized that you can use takedowns on him that do a lot more damage than just normally punching him. I don't know why I didn't try that earlier. I completely locked in for this fight. I wouldn't say it's a really hard fight, but it's definitely a fight I need to lock in for to not get hit, because there is a lot of precise movements and counters I have to do. Okay, I might have lied a little bit, because I was locked in for fighting this boss, but I was only holding my controller with one hand and pressing 2 buttons over and over again. The counter button and the strike button. That's all you gotta do. You don't even have to move in this fight. But I was locked in. Oh, my fingers are hurting. Same 3 buttons over and over again. And because of that, it only took me about 10 to 15 tries to beat it. Complete Deathstroke without falling a single counter. Failing. I didn't fail a single counter, guys. That's how you know I didn't get hit. And Penguin got away. Wait. How? There's no way he's getting play like that. It's now time to start a game for Origins. And using the logic of the last 2 games, I'd say it's harder than City because it had 2 decently hard bosses that I took 10 to 15 tries on, but Bane definitely was harder than both bosses combined. So I'm gonna put it at a 4. I think that's fair. Also, it would be a 4.5, but the normal fights were way too easy. Yeah, I couldn't get into Penguin, and now I gotta go to this tower because there was a murder. When I made it to the crime scene, there was a lot of scanning I had to do. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. So basically what happened, Black Mass sent a decoy. The person who was sitting in his house shot the decoy. Black Mass snuck up on him, somehow lost the fight. Boom, the person made Black Mass shoot his own girlfriend that the guy's tied up. And that's everything, I'm pretty sure. And then and it was the Joker. It was the Joker. How did we not guess that? Well, I did pretty decently describe what was going on. I think I did it better right here.
It's just actually washing a potato, getting ready to peel it. You can figure that out by the fingerprints on the potato, that it was actually burned. But I can tell that the potato skin right here, I can tell that she was washing the potato because you can see a little bit of steam still rising from the skin, from the water. that was being moisturized it. And the fire burned off the water, so you can see the steam of the potato. So she was cutting a potato and washing it at the same time.
I went back to the Batcave to grab some concussion grenades. You're now going to the GCPD so we can get access to the servers, so we can get information on the assassins. While also in the GCPD, I want you guys to know that the cops are not my friends, like at all in this game. So Batman doesn't care if he kills a few on the way. Most of the time in the GCPD, there wasn't any big fights. This was one of the only ones. They're mostly just like small 2 to 4 people fights. Another big fight, there were more cops waiting for me, and I had to do a predator fight. I feel like I'm the bad guy in this situation, but I don't care.
6'4", dressed in black and has wings.
6'4"? Batman's 6'4"? If Batman's 6'4", like all of these cops are units. Like literally all of them. Oh my, that guy's dead. In this fight, I realized in the background is a rip-off Bane. Whoa! I was just looking at Bane in the background. I thought that may have made the fight seem hard. It wasn't. Turns out I'm getting better at these type of games. That's probably what it is. These fights are probably the same difficulty as the ones in Asylum. I'm just not trash. Yeah, we got a gun now. Like 30 minutes later, I'm still running through his police department. Well, everyone broke out. And Rip-Off Bane is here. Look at him. Look at the little guy go.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't difficult though. Neither was the rest of the fight. I'm getting a feeling that this game is really easy. I had to do a whole loop around so I can just go to get the jammer just to jam this, so I can open this door so I can access the servers. But Oracle's there. We don't really care. I got the stuff to the servers. Cool. And she almost died. That too.
Just as I was leaving, Gordon caught me. And his own boys almost lit him up. That's crazy. I'm leaving anyway. And finally, I'm back outside. Thankfully. But guess what? Now we're underground. Because technically, we haven't uploaded the National Criminal Base to the Batcave. So, now we have to go in underground and fight some Kanaku ninjas. Mention with one kick. Oh, and then that guy got sent to... Whoa, 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 whoa! I pressed the button! I don't know what this glitch is in this game, but you can punch someone and they just start flying.
I sent 3 people into space.
All aboard the space program? 3, 2, 1, launch. Now that I'm done announcing my new space program that I'm opening, the martial artists are kind of annoying. They do a lot of attacks, but not that bad. I kept traversing until I actually made it to the console room. This fight seemed to trouble me a little bit. I got hit a total of 2 times, which is a lot for this part of the game, so I'm proud of it. I finally uploaded the data. It only took me 3 hours to edit. The whole reason for me doing this was because of the Black Mask murder, and I was trying to figure out who the Joker was. Because again, it's just when he started.
The data bank told us that the bank is where Black Mask is going to be. So, that's where I am.
Yo! Thanks for doing that. I didn't want to do that.
Without like any fighting, we find ourselves at the Black Mask, who's actually the Joker.
The Joker!
And Black Mask has been captured. Who could have thought? I mean, I couldn't have. I mean, I didn't call it, but like, I'm sure someone did out there. There's another Predator fight right after this, and I think I got hit 7 times, so it was actually pretty difficult for me, but I don't feel like showing you every single one because it's just a normal Predator fight. So let's just say I beat it first try, why not? It's now time to go to the steel mill, which I called it a furnace in Arkham City, I just realized that. I don't know why, but we're going back. There was an easy fight before this, and then I entered the steel mill.
It was a small little fight. They didn't stand a little bit of a chance at all. Another combat fight later. I'm starting to feel like I'm saying the same stuff over and over again. We went to the steel mill because apparently that's where the Joker's operations are being held. And Black Mask's old operations. Before I go into this next fight, I had something to say. If the video gets 1,000 likes, I'll do Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad no hit. Because they're both technically Arkham games. Okay, that's a little bit of a reach. I don't think I've ever had a video hit 1,000 likes. Let's go for 500. And I will do both those games no hit. But first, I had to beat this fight. This fight was slightly challenging. I got hit 3 times because there's a new person. The big boy. But he's already down because he wasn't that hard. So another group came out and they said, let's make the big boy have armor. Yet again, it didn't really change much. I mean, he's not... Gosh, sit down, big fella. It's not like he's really fast at hitting me. Anyway. Woo! Boom! I don't feel like voiceover in this part, so my past self, you take it away. Silent takedown fights. What do I call these? Stop! I'm only doing it once. The thing is, I'm really good at them now. As we expected, the Black Mask was kidnapped and put in Joker's base of operations. Too bad there's a cheetah ripoff.
who poisoned me. I had to scan this drop of poison so I can get a cure. So, on my way back, of course we had to fight her. I can just tell she's gonna be annoying.
I think I physically, verbally, maybe even spiritually, whichever way you want to take it, did not like this boss. I think, you know, fighting all of them at once is very stupid, and there only being one real one that you can hit is very stupid. This might just be a carbon copy of Ra's al Ghul, but I don't care. It's just a worse done Ra's al Ghul, because it's only one part of Ra's al Ghul, and that's the whole fight, and the fight's annoying. Okay, I'm done. So the way you fight this boss is there's one real one, and there's a bunch of fake ones. The fake ones you have to hit quite a bit to take them out. Every time you hit her, she takes a decent amount of damage when you find the real one. The problem is, she runs away like a little coward every about 30 seconds and summons new people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, this boss fight is so bad. Her health bar is dropped and I haven't hit her yet. This boss took me about 20 minutes to beat. How many times did I get hit in those 20 minutes? Yes.
Thankfully, I beat her. Thankfully. And she deserved that. 100% she deserved that. Now that I beat Copperhead, she let us on the info of where Joker and all the assassins are. And I beat these guys up. And now I'm on my way to the tower because I'm tracking electromagnetic targets. So that one guy's gauntlets. Turns out I can't say electrocutioner. Oh, I did it!
We made it to the spot, and of course there were some cops in the way. They're not in the way anymore, and we're at the Royal Hotel. You could have just snuck take down that dude. That guy's dead. As per usual, more combat challenges, even some Predator fights. Let's let my past self take it over. Oh my god, Predator challenge. Oh my gosh, what a play. Good 2 clips, old me. Anyway, here are all the assassins. There's Electrocutioner. He's dead. Yeah, I'll be taking those, thanks buddy. Listen, I'm sure a lot of y'all are done hearing me talking about Origins combat fights, or even Predator fights, because there's a lot of them compared to other games, if I'm being honest. So, we're just going to skip to the Joker part, because I thought that place was pretty cool. Don't worry, the fights that I didn't show are still being taken into account. I counted. I got hit 12 times. There were quite a few fights though, so I didn't think that was too bad all around. And this one was easy also, don't worry. This Riddler area is filled with a lot of traps. Not really for me, for other people. Wait, no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I finished the last Carnival game. Somehow I didn't get scammed. You know, they do those in carnivals. Honestly, I think around this point was my breaking point of Batman games. It's kind of where I started going insane. Under combo. Whoa, whoa, what? Yeah, that was it. But like, I was insane for like 30 seconds. After escaping this whole theme park that somehow he was allowed to build in a hotel that he took over, Batman, you're slacking.
Ground pound, RKO.
Vicky Vale is here spectating our little fight, and this might be the only combat fight that's actually special, because it's kind of like a 2D combat fight, but then you go to 3D like right after it. Thankfully that did not make the fight hard. But this next Predator challenge, ho ho ho!
Hey, wait, ho, ho, ho!
Was it annoying?
Oh, Batman! What are you doing?
And too easy.
My name's Bane.
I thought I was just gonna get to Bane. There we go, there we go.
Now this first part of Bane, it's just like Deathstroke. You don't really have any special moves.
Does he stop attacking, or?
The strategy is just don't let him attack. If he can't hit me, I can't restart. So I easily put him into a second phase.
Oh no, take off your shirt! Oh, he's powered up now.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you start from the first part of the fight, but honestly, it's not too long of a fight, so it didn't really bother me too much. When he enters his power-up state, you have to triple stun him, and then you beat him up. It's really kind of simple.
Take down.
Yeah, so easily take off the second phase too, which puts us down here, which is where it gets annoying. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Once you get past his run around for 4 minutes, and you stun him and beat him up, he spawns in guys. Because why wouldn't he? About 4 tries later, I'm still trying to get past the running phase, because for some reason Batman wants to dodge into him when I'm putting him to dodge sideways.
Why drop people down? The boss fight is perfectly fine without people.
And let's say even with the 2 guys, you take out his second part of his second phase. He just starts running around again. I mean, come on! I'd say after, no joke, 5 minutes of getting hit on the first phase, first run over and over again, because Batman for some reason was dodging into him and not sideways. I got past the second part of the second phase. I'm sorry, I was just a little upset. And I got his health bar very low, just for him to run around again. Man, do I hate Bane in these games.
Come on, man.
And after 5 runarounds and 1 boss fight, he gave up. Thank the Lords. After all that, Joker showed up. Bane dipped. I'm mad. It's alright though. Joker falls. We save him. Why? I don't know. I leave. Joker starts yapping. Doesn't matter. That's the end of the middle of the game. So the ranking for me fluctuates for the middle of this game. But what I'm going to go with is a 5.5. Here's why. The 2 bosses that I fought in this, Cheetah Ripoff and Bane, both only took me like 15-20 minutes like the other ones. But I got hit so many times in both those boss fights in 15-20 minutes. It was insane. Also, there was a lot more normal combat and Predator fights, and they were a lot harder. We're going over like Joker's backstory. Nobody cares. You're in every game. On to Batman.
Do we not have a flashback of this in every game?
Yes, this was that one part of Batman where it was a little bit of mental going on. Every Batman game has it. Me and Alfred had a little bit of a fight. That's okay. I don't care what you say, Alfred. I also got this funny glue grenade. Okay, but Alfred did look kind of sad there. Look at him. It's now time to go to the GCPD because they have a mini Bane that I can scan the corpse of so I can track down Bane and stop him. If you couldn't tell, I already did that. So now we're going to the tracker that was placed on Bane. Turns out Bane's underground. We took out some people and now I can use my glue grenade.
There was another fight with 2 little Banes.
Boom.
They didn't stand a chance. We found Bane's base of operation, but no Bane. Apparently Bane knows Batman's Bruce Wayne, which didn't make sense to me because in Asylum he didn't know Batman was Bruce Wayne. But it makes more sense later, so just wait. So I blew it up because why not? While I was running back, Alfred is now in trouble because Bane found him in the Batcave. But Firefly's holding hostages and about to blow up the bridge, and now we're going to Firefly? No. I would be helping Alfred all the way. Those hostages can wait. Eventually I made it to Firefly where he is definitely trying to blow up the bridge. I would definitely say he's doing that. Firefly, no, the bridge! Let me stop it. We gotta warn Gordon by beating his men up outside. Makes sense to me. So I told Gordon about the bombs that were below the bridge. He wasn't really messing with me though. It's not very nice. So I told Gordon I could do it all by myself, which is what I'm gonna do. From now on, the Predator and combat challenges are quite annoying, I would say. They use everything in their power to make me not want to play this game. Even though I was kind of playing it dumb. I'm under the floor! Under the floor! I'm under the floor! Oh my gosh, that guy just, he walked there just to turn around in 1 second. I decided to play it actually smart because I was low-key done of this game. Why? I don't know. Probably because I played Batman for 3 days straight. This allowed me to actually beat it easily and get my information on this guy and disarm this bomb so, you know, people don't die. I found another bomb and another Predator fight. This one was a lot easier and I disarmed the bomb again. Now we have 2 more bombs to disarm. I'm now heading to the south side of the bridge so I can disarm the bomb there first. That might be a little bit of a problem though because there's kind of like things falling. I took out these snipers. Why? And this combat fight super easily. I disarmed this bomb and made my way back to the middle part where there's another Predator fight. Bro, I was going for 5 minutes. Y'all got a whole nother group. This one was a little bit harder. Oh my gosh, I'm getting sniped by this loser. But I still did it. And then I made my way to the north part. There was a very long combat fight, but I still did it. Firefly now wants to smoke. So it's time for a Firefly boss fight. As long as I don't have to chase him around, I don't care. So for this boss fight, the only way you can damage him is by throwing batarangs and glue grenades. Glue grenades are to stun him, and batarangs are to damage him slowly. But if you throw enough batarangs, he kind of gets stunned, and you do a lot of damage. And that's quite literally the whole fight. You do that, and you dodge out the way. That's it. Punch him one more time. That's good damage. Yeah, that was the end of the first phase, and I literally beat that in 1 try. So, not very hard at all. And right here, I thought you automatically take damage no matter what, until I realized you can scoot a little bit to the left and not take damage. Thank you, I didn't know! Watch this quick throw. Oh my gosh, you're getting diff. Wait, I got... What? The second phase is literally the exact same as the first phase. He has 2 new attacks. Move! That's it. Dodge! I'm gonna get hit. Oh my god. Yeah, this was not that hard at all. Did it pretty easily, actually. Batman Loki called him a pipsqueak. Now we're off to save Alfred. Bane wrecked everything. Oh my god. Alfred, no! Alfred, died? Oh, he's back. Oh, he's perfectly fine now. Cool. I then went back to Blackgate because Joker is releasing all the inmates. That's pretty bad. So we're gonna stop him. Oh, and like destroy Bane and all his family. That was quite a big fight outside. I put a stop to it. And these cops are low-key chill with me now. Should have beat him in the submission. I'm now underground. I'm now in the building. Why? 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 He literally has hacks on. What do you mean? Bro, like, what? This guy's over here. What? Where's everybody at? What a play. I blew that up just to make them go away from me. Put me out. And his body's flying. We saved Harley Quinn. Oh, I wonder who that could be in future games. I knew that guy was gonna hit me. Nobody cares about this fight. This next combat fight might be the hardest in the game. Oh, I'm gonna rage at this part. I'm gonna spend. I'm gonna. Ooh. Ho, 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 ho. Not mine, it is. Both ninjas in one thing. And he hits me with the. After a few more attempts and a little bit of raging, I beat this combat fight. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, that's cool. My name is. What? My name is. What? Remember how I said that last combat fight was the hardest? Well, this is second. This had me tweaking a little bit. But y'all don't want to hear me talk about more combat fights, so I beat it. Let's get on to Bane. So basically what is happening, Bane comes out. The Joker puts himself in this chair. It's either Bane kills me, I kill Bane, or I don't kill anybody and the Joker dies. I didn't see a problem with any of that happening. Now it's time to fight Bane. And you won't guess it. It's literally the same exact fight. Nothing different. Except for one thing. He summons more guys. Bane is too easy on his own. He's got to have other people. Every single time. There isn't a single Bane fight where it isn't just Bane. Anyway, I beat the first part easily. Oh yeah, Gordon! Alright, Batman, get him off of you. And second phase is literally the exact same thing. He's still running around. I don't even have to voice over anything. I'm just gonna let my past self rage a little bit. Because wow, Bane is worse in this game than he was in Asylum. I hate Bane in all the Arkham games. Except for kind of Night. Like, what is that camera? And look at all the guys in the... Oh my god. This is so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Look. So bad. It's so bad. What? Okay. I didn't even take down Bane, but it's whatever. Technically, I killed Bane, but he's not really dead. I just stopped his heart for a little bit. Gordon took a shot. He'll be alright. And Joker ran away. Like I said, Bane has been resurrected into some weird thing. I guess this counts as a third phase to a second fight, but it's like really easy. All you do is kind of just run up on him behind him and just run him into a wall, and he takes like a lot of damage. I don't really see how this even counts as a boss fight, to be honest. Bane, take this glue grenade. Take that one more time. No, one more time. I'm behind you, buddy. Bye-bye, Bane. Is he done now? After that fight, Bane punched me through a wall. He tried to fight me again, but he got electrocuted. And apparently that gave him CTE, because he didn't know what was going on. That's why he didn't know I was Bruce Wayne in Asylum. Now it makes sense. We found the Joker. We beat up the Joker. Dang! Dang! So just kicked him 20 feet. Pretty bad. Beat him up some more. Gordon came and he said no. And then we're kind of friends now. So that's the end of the game. It's time to rank. And the end of the game is easier than the middle and very close to the start. So I'm also going to rank it a 4. Because I honestly think Firefly and Bane were not that hard at all. Firefly was extremely easy, actually. So that would have been like a 3.5, but the Predator and combat fights were a step over to put it to a 4. Which I think is fair.
This puts the average of Origins to a 4.5, which to me is perfect because I think it was a little bit harder than City and a little bit easier than Asylum. I just realized that Asylum and City together were 30 minutes and this game was 28. A little bit of a miscalculation on my part. It's time for Arkham Knight, and as you can see, I've played quite a bit. I also thought this game was going to be by far the easiest.
As I've said 3 times now, I'm sure most, if not all of you have played this game. And I'm sure it's even more with this game because this one's more popular. So we know that Joker is getting burnt. We start the game off as a cop. Wow, that took a quick turn. I totally wasn't playing Clash Royale at this part. Ah yes, Scarecrow. He scared everybody. It's kind of in the name. So nobody's here with thugs. Now as Batman, me and Gordon are chill again, and it's time for me to stop everything. So instantly on this first fight, I knew this game was gonna be a lot easier because it actually felt just beautiful. I felt like I was not glitching around and sending people into the atmosphere with every punch. So obviously it was easy. And one thing that sets this game completely apart from other ones is it has a Batmobile. Well, I mean completely because they spam it in every single thing. Almost every fight in this game feels like it's in a Batmobile somehow. I don't know. I'm not saying it's horrible, but it's horrible. We interrogated this guy to tell us where Scarecrow is at. And he's in a penthouse in Chinatown. So that's where I went. I think 70% of the fights I won in this game, I won first try. So I'm going to skip quite a few of them compared to Origins. Anyway, I saved Poison Ivy. But like these guys think they're going to do something. Anyway, here's the first tank fight. And the tank fights are going to be the hardest part of this game. Because, wow, do they shoot a lot sometimes. Not this time though. Just in case you didn't know, missile barrages are a thing. I'm not cheating, I swear. You're not going to the GCPD because Poison Ivy needs to be locked up now. I then went to his watchtower because it's actually a secret bat cave. Bat computer?
Come on, let's just do the thing so we can go to the place and do that thing and Joker shows up and we can beat him and do that thing and then do that, you know what I'm saying?
I jumped this thing with the Batmobile. It wasn't really important to say that, I just felt it was cool. And powered this on, which allowed me to go to the shipping yard and use the antenna to find Scarecrow. After I get a quick bat suit upgrade and take these guys out. Right here I'm using a fear takedown, which I'm sure all you know what it is. It's just a better takedown where I can take down multiple people. I then threw this batarang really high in the air, kind of impressive, Batman. And figured out it was at Ace Chemicals. Never would have guessed that. So of course we are now on our way to Ace Chemicals. And when we get there, he's got a whole army. I'm one guy. One bat guy.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Time for some Predator fights. Predator fights! It just came to me. I always call them Predator missions. This guy just pumped me in my face. What am I doing?
Unless I was looking wrong, I believe that was the first time I got hit.
Something move under the floor.
No, you didn't. I've played 3 Batman games. I keep pressing L1 to get into detective mode and get out. Every single time.
I hacked into the Ace Chemicals mainframe. There's hostages being held here. I scanned all of them. I jumped another thing with the Batmobile. It felt cool too. And I wiped all these tanks.
I'm gonna kill this guy. Sorry.
I mean, look at this difficult gameplay that I'm doing. I mean, wow.
All right, hostage. I want you to stay still. I wonder who this could be.
More difficult gameplay later. I just started popping people.
This game is gonna be so easy, dude. It's gonna be so easy.
So we saved this hostage and we brought him back to Gordon. After cooking this whole squad, I accessed the controls and did another jump. I feel really cool.
Oh, what's up, everybody? How's it going? How's the party?
Okay, since I haven't explained the tank fights and it's a new thing, let me do that. So where that line is, they shoot. And if it's red, that means it's gonna hit you. And basically, if you shoot their weak points, they die. And if you shoot them with a big cannon, they die. That's it. Yeah, in total so far I've been hit 3 times. Not expecting to get hit too much during this game.
I just took damage from that.
Sadly, most of the hostages are not alive. But this guy is, so I'll save him.
Stupid. I gotta itch my ear. My ear is still itchy. I'm getting nerfed IRL.
It's too easy. So me and this guy chilled for a little bit. But there's more tanks outside, so let's take care of that first. I mean, I guess you could technically call this a boss fight. There is a boss bar. But if so, it's the easiest boss in all 4 games. By far.
You're gonna feel this, buddy. Yep. Oh no! Guess who lost? You did.
Anyway, I gave Gordon the new hostage. I then explored deeper into Ace Chemicals because it was gonna explode. I'm pretty sure it's a big no-no in Batman's books.
Go!
So for this fight, I'm not gonna talk about the large crowd because it's still easy. I'm gonna talk about the medics. There's medics in this game, and they can revive people if you knock them down. And also give people shock barriers, but that's later in the game.
Shut up. Why? It said multi-fear takedown and it turned out to me no multi. No! No!
After those 2 sad failures, I took him out. Now it's time to disarm the bombs.
No, they got Barbara!
Oh yeah, and Barbara's captured.
Who's gonna be here when we turn around? Oh my god!
So, small amount, you might be wondering. Yes, you. Why am I playing as Gordon? And why is Joker alive if we killed him at the start of the game? Well, Batman's infected by Joker blood. You remember that in Arkham City a while back? Yeah, so Joker's like in Batman, like somewhat. And these 4 other people are turning into him. Which is not good. That means I'm gonna turn into him if I don't cure myself. So yes, they managed to find a way to get Joker in this game. Anyway, I left Ace Chemicals because it like blew up. So we told Gordon that his daughter's been captured. He wasn't very happy. So now we're speeding over. Yes, speeding, some might say. To the clock tower. He figured out that Barbara was working for me. Guess he didn't know that. He wasn't very happy. Kinda ate that punch though, it was kinda weak. We were following the tracks of the car that took Barbara. It's kind of an annoying step, but it's alright. Before we do that, there was a mine in the road. I gotta put a stop to that.
Game is too easy.
So yeah, I easily destroyed that mine. It's the last year we're gonna see of those. And the tracks led to a bridge that was not down. We're gonna have to put that down.
Watch me land right behind this guy and instantly take him out. Boom! Oh wow, someone's clearly cheating.
After I took out the last guy, I used the terminal to lower the bridge. Riddle me this. Riddle me this, Batman. Yeah, Riddler is making me try to save Catwoman. Even though when I go there, you can't save her.
So I go to save Catwoman, and we fight these robot things, beat them, and can't even save her. Wasted my main story time. Alfred lowered the bridge for me, and I know it's a shock, but this was the end of the start of the game. Yeah, almost every single game had some type of boss fight at the end of it. Nah, nope, not this one. And you know what it is? It's a 1. It's not even close. I maybe got hit like 10 times. It's a 1.
Dang! I got L-aim! We followed the tracks all the way to the car crash, where somehow they let Barbara escape for like 3 seconds. And then she almost got killed.
Yes, she dropped something in this thing. But that was not what I was saying. It's still a stupid plan.
Yep, she dropped a nice little chip for us, and now we're going to Wayne Towers to encrypt it. It is now time for another easy tank fight.
I was itching my nose.
Okay, that's not fair.
I might have got beamed a little bit too fast.
Sorry, got a little off track there. This was easy. We are now going underground to get some info on the Arkham Knight, or even take him down right here, but like, come on. I mean, we did see the Arkham Knight. He kind of shot us where it hurt. After getting past the hardest part of the fight, the kick of that guy right there, it was easy. Anyway, it's now time for a nice high-speed chase.
Boom.
Die! Oh my gosh! After taking down the vehicle, we interrogated the guy, because we want to know where the Arkham Knight is still. Kind of haven't solved anything still. After a quick FaceTime call with the Arkham Knight himself, we figured out that Penguin is involved with us yet again. Of course he is.
Again? He wants to do that? I'll get him. Got you, buddy.
I guess I really haven't said this, but the whole reason we're looking for the Arkham Knight is Oracle. I'm sure all y'all know that, and I'm sure it was pretty self-explanatory, but I just had to say it. Anyway, we meet up with Nightwing and tell him to go away, because I got it. Beat up these guys and track this car because they'll lead us to Penguin, which will give us information.
I have to redo this whole thing.
I took out these people and gave the Penguin a little scare. They low-key got me though. Well, Nightwing got him, but like, it was close. Now me and Nightwing are jumping these guys, and they stood no chance, if we're being honest. There was a weapons cache in here, so I had to destroy it. And they lit my boy Joker up. I had to stop that. So now I have to make my way over to the Simon Stagg Air Blimps. But the station was watching the Air Blimps. They're not here anymore, and now I'm at the Air Blimps.
Whilst in this blimp, I can control if it goes left or right, which controls the boxes and where I'm going. They did have Simon Stagg, and there was a large group of people. For some reason, this game is just easier than the other ones. And Batman went on a little acid trip, I guess. And now Simon Stagg isn't with us anymore. So to follow him, we had to get his fingerprints. So we took out these guys and scanned his fingers. It's a little weird task.
No, don't shoot me!
Oh, I'm dead. Oh my god.
Sit down!
So we found Simon Stagg. We got our information out of him at least.
So we pull up on Scarecrow. And, yeah, I don't know how this keeps happening. Batman needs to stop geeking. He's literally getting away right there.
Grapple hook, boom. Batarang, boom. Glide over to him, boom. So many things you could have done right there, Batman, that would have stopped that.
It is now time to go find Barbara at Scarecrow's hideout. We all know how that goes.
No, Barbara, no. How could they?
We're now going back to the GCPD because we need to get Poison Ivy to stop Scarecrow from scaring everyone. But there's this tank that's waiting outside. It's big and scary. Too bad it's really not scary at all.
We're 50% way to the game.
While we were transferring Poison Ivy to her big tree, they decided they're going to give me 2 of those tanks. It's still not hard. Well, there's your tree, Ivy. I'm on my way.
Get him, get him. Get him. Get him. Come on, guys, I know you can do it. Boom!
We, got the roots to come up. These people didn't like that very much. I didn't care. Skipping a little bit, we land on this drone, took its device, and we're going for the jamming networks that the Arkham Knight set up.
Coming in hot. If we count how many times I've been hit in this game, I think it's under 20.
No!
Then we had to destroy this missile launcher and take out all these guys, which I did. But we can't destroy it with our hands. I have to use the Batmobile. But of course, there's tanks around. So I took those tanks out. While I was controlling the Batmobile, they tried to pull up on me. I put a stop to that. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I cooked those guys and then blew it up. Yeah, destroyed it. When we were at the Clock Tower Bat computer, the Jokers got out. So obviously, we're gonna forget everything about Scarecrow. We can't let those guys loose. After stealing Harley Quinn's voice to get in because she took over my old studio, I had to fight these guys. It was a little bit of a problem, actually.
No!
After I beat them.
Nice. Alvin!
Me and Robin jumped these guys. Unfortunate for them. Okay, so it's time for me and Robin to beat up these guys and then get the Jokers back in their cells. And this was an easy task, as I'm sure you're aware. This first half Joker was just a Predator fight. That's literally it. And then she tried to like jump scare me. Didn't work though. After Joker tortures Batman mentally. Hold on, I wonder why he's there. Could he be the Arkham Knight? That'd be a crazy plot twist, you know. The second half Joker, first I had to put in this pin code, is singing. So while half Joker slash singing guy is, well, singing, I'm playing as Robin disarming all the bombs in the background. You just can't be spotted. It's like really hard to get spotted. As much as it comes to a shock, that's the end of the middle of the game. And I'll give it to it. It's a little bit harder than the start of the game. 1.1. Yeah, I said it, 1.1. It was still way easier than everything else. After some more mental torture, we're on to our last Joker. He doesn't really look like him though. Dang, he's got some quick left jabs though. It's the hardest fight. It's the hardest fight in the game. It's the hardest fight in the game. After a few attempts, he kind of just got jumped. Robin, pick him up. Harley Quinn showed up to stop us. She didn't. I don't know what her plan was. I don't know who she thinks she is. Now that we beat everybody. Oh my god, everybody's dead. Now Robin wants to put me in the cage because he thinks I'm gonna go crazy. Absolutely not, buddy. It's now time to help Ivy destroy the rest of these tanks in Botanical Garden. That can't be right. I struggled on this fight? Wow. What? That brought it up to a 2 out of 10. And then went up with Poison Ivy. Guys, I wonder what's gonna happen. No! 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 The city! We're not going back to Simon Stagg's air blimp because we're gonna interrogate him about the cloudburst. First, we gotta take care of these guys. There is a pretty annoying Predator fight before you get to Stag, where there's drones all around. I haven't really went over drones. They basically can just see you. I mean, that's it. And he's dead! I got the information from Stag that I needed about the cloudburst and how to stop it.
Shut up!
I glide back over to where the Batmobile was because I kind of need it. So I repaired it. Our plan is for Ivy to heal the city with her plants. So she needs another route and the biggest one, but we gotta go underground for that. So after I beat this fight, I go underground. This whole underground thing is kind of just making your way through it. No reason for me to go over it because there's literally no fights. So eventually I made it to the root. I made it grow to the surface. Now this fight right here, this is where the game decided, yeah, let's just up the difficulty by about 10 times. Because this fight is insane. No! Oh, I'm like an acrobatic. A dead one, a really dead one. About to be dead. Who shot me? Oh my god, there are so many! Oh, thank god, thank god, thank god, thank god. And this part right here. Oh, this part. Oh, this part. I don't even want to go over it. I took out the tanks normally. But this boss. Wow. What? First off, why is Riddler talking? Go! Oh my gosh, why is it spawn me right in front of bro? Not getting hit on this boss is almost impossible. I had to play this perfectly. Because after you shoot him one time, he goes into this mode where he just starts rapid firing shots and he's speedy. He's speedy. And he does not miss unless you hit a good maneuver around a corner. No! No, he's good! Let's see how far away he is! He's got a bot! Oh, let me just show you up for him! I have 0.1 second to react. I can react. Turn this corner! Oh, turn this corner! Oh, hello, yeah! This is the dumbest boss I've ever fought! This is impossible. This is impossible. What am I? Basically, like all the hardest bosses to no hit were in Asylum, being all the bosses in the end of the game, honestly. And I think this one is the top one in all 4 games. It is very close to that Titan fight in the pump room. It's very close. It's right there. So finally I beat the first part of the fight. Now it's on to the second part of the fight where I have to do this health bar damage. The only way you can do damage to this health bar is by shooting that pressure plate looking thing on the front of his car. Tank. It's definitely a tank. Let's go, baby. Punch him until he falls. Batman started geeking and he got away. You let him get away after I just got tortured, Batman? We then went back to Ivy. And we all know what happens. No, Ivy! Dude, I think if I skip the cutscene, she'll be alright. She died? I guess I never mentioned this, but Gordon got captured. So we're here to save him, obviously. Probably should have mentioned that earlier. Why should I fight these guys? I have a tank. This whole fan part takes quite a decent time, and I didn't get hit once here, so I'm just not going to go over it. Basically, you lower the thing down until you get here. Uh-oh. You guys weren't supposed to see that. Anyway, time for Arkham Knight 2.0. Way easier. Way easier. I don't even have to go over it. You fly through these things, he takes damage. It's so easy. So of course I did this first try. If you played this game before and you've ever replayed it, you shouldn't get hit. So we dipped out and he was gonna kill us. How rude. Anyway, we're at Gordon. After smoking that guy, we saved Gordon. It's time for Arkham Knight 3.0! Basically, this is just a hard series of Predator fights. If you don't play stupid, it's not hard. Too bad I played stupid for 30 minutes. Oh yeah, by the way, Arkham Knight is Jason. I think I called that back like 10 minutes ago. The only part of the fights that were actually hard is the third and the fourth part of the fight. Right here's the third part, where there's a bunch of guys that are camo, so they can't be seen in your detective state. Not only that, but there's a drone and Jason looking for you. On the third part of this fight, I honestly didn't get hit that much, maybe like 10 times, because I was just waiting in the shadows like I was actually Batman for a time to strike. And once I got that last guy, it was wraps for him. And the fourth part of the fight is harder than the first and the second, but nowhere near the third. All you have to do is really just not be dumb. What if I just punch my own socket?
Literally all you have to do is disable the drone and then just walk by the turrets. That's it. And he can't see you. I don't know how I struggle with that, even a little bit.
This cutscene's sad and he goes away. No, what happened?
Now we like actually save Gordon. And surprise, surprise, Barbara's actually alive. And then Gordon shot me after I saved him. Barbara then tried to test if she was Spider-Man like she's Miles Morales. She wasn't, I caught her. And we're gonna die because I don't have a Batmobile anymore. Just kidding, I have a second one. Time for a quick little warm-up fight for what's to come later.
Oh my gosh! They're shooting! Oh wow, what a play. Let's go.
I put Barbara in the back of my car and then took her to GCPD.
So now Barbara's being a little needy. I have to reconnect the servers for her. and there was a Predator fight, and all in all, it wasn't too bad. I did take a few hits here and there. No raging at all. This guy's, he just 180 turned me. After quite a bit of trying, I lied to you in that last statement. It took me like 10 tries. I did it. I reconnected the servers. After I went back to GCPD, beat up these guys who were outside, I then went and did the worst part of this game. And hardest. Yes, worse than Indie Boss, by far. So the game decided, let's throw 60 tanks outside the GCPD. Which, you know, in a normal sense, sure, it's not that bad. I mean, you could probably do it in 2 to 3 tries. But if you can't take a hit, it gets a little bad.
Yeah, let's just throw 60 tanks out here and have no good Batman v people boss fights. Let's throw a sneak boss fight and then throw a bunch of tanks and call it a day.
Get out the corner! Get out the corner! Who shot me? Who shot me? I want you, me, play it back, play it back. Where's the line at? This is actually the worst fight I've ever done.
Finally, after a lot of tank battles, I beat the one that I was scared of the entire time.
Yes! Yes!
And there was a little combat fight up top. We don't have to worry about that. It was easy. We then went back to the studios because, I mean, the Arkham Knight, he's still out there, but like his spirit's gone. But Robin's also gone. So Scarecrow told us to go somewhere. We went there and gave ourselves up. Because we can't have Robin going away. That'd be pretty bad on my part after we found Jason was back. Listen, this is basically the end of the game. So I'm going to speed through this. We turn into Joker. Joker kills everybody. I don't care about that hostage. Okay, I had a little bit of fun at that part, I can't lie. Rah, Joker gets scared.
Hold on, something's in my pocket, Joker? Spoiler, he loses the fight.
So it's the end of the game, and end of every single game. So our last ranking, and I'm gonna put this at a 7, because I think it was harder than every single part of every single game except for Asylum, but not much harder, and not an insane amount easier. That's a big jump from 1, but combined with the 2 Arkham Knight fights that were actually hard, and that end tank fight, and just all the tank fights in between, they were actually difficult. So I think a 7 is very fair, which puts this game at an average of a 3, which means this game's the easiest, City is the second easiest, Arkham is the second hardest, and Asylum is the hardest, but none of them being so overwhelmingly hard that I want to cry in my sleep like a 10. That would be like Elden Ring. So I did it. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, I really do appreciate you. So try to give it a like, you know, think about it a little bit, so I can maybe do Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad. And this video was heavily inspired by Towering Pants' solo level 1 run. So big thanks to him. And maybe if you, yes you, enjoyed the video enough, I will make more videos like this, either solo level 1s or just more no hits with different games. Which I already did that with Spider-Man 2, so go watch that video.